In military aviation, designs are generally developed to be faster, stronger, and have longer range compared to previous models. Today, air forces are in a race to possess fifth-generation aircraft that can strike their targets from hundreds of kilometers away without being detected by radar. However, solving conflicts or problems doesn't always require the latest technology. Sometimes, a simple hammer can be more effective than a high-tech drill. The Super Tucano is a relatively simple yet highly effective combat aircraft that can be used when a hammer will get the job done. Welcome to Extraordinary Aviation Designs. In this video, we will discuss the Super Tucano, an aircraft that emerged from the deep forests of Brazil and is used by many countries around the world. The story of the Super Tucano began in Brazil in the late 1970s. The Brazilian Air Force, searching for a new aircraft to train pilot candidates, launched a tender for the design of an aircraft suitable for this purpose. The tender was won by Brazil's domestic aircraft manufacturer, Embraer, with the 312 Tucano model. While training aircraft were being produced, the company continued to develop the aircraft. With its enhanced capabilities, this aircraft was offered as an effective and economical solution for close air support, armed border patrol, or counterterrorism missions, thanks to the weapons it could carry. The armed 312 model developed by Embraer did not attract the interest of the Brazilian Air Force. However, the company believed the design had potential and continued to work on it. Meanwhile, Brazil was dealing with illegal aircraft flying across its borders. Many illegal groups, especially drug cartels, were entering and leaving the country unchecked through its long borders. To combat this, the Amazon Surveillance System project was initiated, and the Brazilian Air Force sought an aircraft that could operate in extreme humidity, temperature, and rainfall conditions, capable of dealing with low-level military threats. In the ALX project, the aircraft were to be long-range, turboprop powered, able to take off and land from short and unprepared runways, and capable of operating in all weather conditions, day or night. In 1995, the project was awarded to Embraer. Due to the modifications made to the aircraft based on the 312 Tucano, it was given a new designation and named EMB 314 Super Tucano, or A29. Powered by the PT-6 engine, which is used in many training aircraft worldwide, the Super Tucano made its first flight on June 2, 1999. To provide close air support, 12.7mm machine guns were placed in its wings, and the cockpit, along with other critical areas, was covered with Kevlar. The 5 hardpoints under the wings and fuselage had a total carrying capacity of 1.5 tons. Depending on the mission, these hardpoints could carry air-to-air missiles to intercept illegal aircraft, helicopters or drones, or laser-guided bombs, large-caliber guns, or rocket pods for use against ground targets. Depending on the payload, the A29 had a range of 550 to 1,300 kilometers and entered service with the Brazilian Air Force in 2003. The aircraft were used to intercept and, if necessary, shoot down slow and low-flying aircraft used for drug trafficking. The Super Tucano also proved its capabilities in the destruction of countless illegal airstrips, production and storage facilities hidden within the Amazon rainforest. Thanks to these successes, the Super Tucano began to attract attention from countries in South America and Southeast Asia. Due to its high capabilities and low operating costs, it was ordered and used by the air forces of 18 countries. One of the countries using the Super Tucano was Afghanistan. In 2011, the U.S., as part of its light attack aircraft project, ordered 20 Super Tucanos to meet the close air support needs of the Afghan government and army. After the aircraft were delivered, they were heavily used by the Afghan army. However, during the U.S. and NATO withdrawal from the country in 2021, A29 pilots, fearing execution by the Taliban, attempted to flee the country with their planes. Most of the planes took off for Uzbekistan, and all but one landed at Uzbek air bases. The fate of these aircraft remained unclear for a long time. After the Taliban government demanded the return of the planes, the U.S. announced that the planes actually belonged to them and would not be returned. Subsequently, negotiations began for the transfer of the planes to Uzbekistan. To expand the use of the highly demanded Super Tucano, Embraer continues its research and development work on the aircraft. Recently, the company has been working on developing the 214N model, which is designed to meet the standards of NATO countries. This model will have data link capabilities for network-centric communication and will be a single pilot design. The aircraft will also be modified to use NATO munitions. With an expected hourly operating cost between $400 and $1,000, the aim is for the aircraft to be used in low-threat missions instead of F-16s, Eurofighters, or F-35s, thereby reducing operational costs for militaries. The Super Tucano, which we can describe as setting the standards in its class, has been produced in over 200 units so far and continues to be successfully used by various air forces for different purposes. Embraer continues to work on preserving this legendary aircraft it has developed. Thank you for watching Extraordinary Aviation Designs. If you found our video useful, please like and share it. You can support our channel by clicking the thank you button or the join button and subscribe to avoid missing out on our videos about extraordinary designs in aviation history.